It's your boy T and Reaction Days Means Money. So lately I've been checking out a lot of stuff involving like what's been going on with music, especially hip hop as well too. Though it's like why is there a decline of it? What's going on with it? Why it's not as good as it used to be? This is another one right here too. I thought was interesting to check out as well too. As I know like a lot of newer hip hop are sampling stuff, not just like the old school stuff, like stuff that came out in 2000, even 2010s, late 90s as well too though. But according to other folks, they're not liking it because the sample is nice, the song itself is not like came to a lot of people. Like one of them being the Cha Cha by Glorilla, who had the same sample as Ushiwale from Nas. And most recent, I did not know until I saw this was one that Nelly Choppa did a remake of Hot in Here by Nelly. I checked it out, I thought it was pretty cool, but you know, a lot of people was too fond of it though as well too. And there's many others. So anyway, without further ado, want to check this video from CDTV production called The Worst Nostalgia Based Samples in Rap Songs. Let's get it.
Sampling has always been an important part of rap music,
yes.
And to this day, there are still many tracks with incredible sample usage. Then there's the ones that I'm going to talk about today. It might be dramatic to say that there's more uninspired sample use right now than ever before, but the 2020s have certainly been an interesting decade so far for lazy nostalgia-bait sampling that mainly exists to capitalize on your love for the original song. Like, it feels really prominent right now. So, now feels like the perfect...
I can agree with what it's like. But like I say, it do plays with the nostalgia as well too, especially a lot of folks say that new era of music that don't like it as much as well too, but at the same time it give fuel for like DJs and producers like myself to play around with it and all that as well too. So yeah,
time to talk about them. What makes these samples sound uninspired and lame? Why do some of these songs suck? Well, this is CDTV Productions, and let's talk about it, starting with the most recent one I have on this list, and then working our way back through it.
Okay, who sampled this? Wow. Oh, I didn't. The fucked up part about it, I had this set to react to this video as well too. Hold on a second. I'm back. Damn, I was slave to everyone to react to this video because it had this and another video out, but I like pushed the back burner because like it was like trying to find time to react to a music video was like tough to be honest though or anything too. So damn, for first time hearing this, I didn't know he did the whip it though. Wow, interesting one. Let me go.
Figured out it wasn't fair. He was over there dripping her down to Chanel. Dripping her down to Chanel.
Now, I want you to put yourself in the baby's shoes for a little bit. No, not during this moment. Just in general. You've been making music as a well-known artist for a few years now, and people have been constantly talking about how your flow never changes, and the beats are always the same, and you never really switch it up. Everything is starting to sound a little...
He has naysayers saying that a lot, dude. I fucks with him, but he has naysayers saying that.
A little bit too samey. So, what do you do to switch it up and make things feel fresh again? The answer is that you don't. Change absolutely nothing, but make sure you sample a hit song from the 80s. The original Whip It by Devo, not too sure how you say that, is apparently a song that intended to satirize American optimism. At least, that's what Wikipedia tells me. So I'm sure DaBaby also knew this and used this sample to offer his own satirical take on something. Oh, no. He's just talking about fucking. Again, I wasn't expecting much, but it's literally nothing new. And usually I'm someone who quite likes DaBaby's fast flow. When he does it over the right beat, it sounds amazing, but there's something about it on here that just sounds awkward.
Me and her were just in the cut the other day. We was thugging and no one was there. I was in the bitch digging her down on the stairs. Digging her down on the stairs. Yeah. She done told him she was celibate.
There's not really a nice rhythm to it. It's just fast because that's his style. From every angle, it's just your standard sub 2-minute DaBaby song that happens to have a sample.
Oh yeah. I saw this one recently.
Calling this one a sample is really, really generous. This track is basically a straight up remake with new lyrics. It's Hot in Here, the reboot. NLE Choppa decided to drop a second deluxe version for his Cottonwood 2 album this year with the cluttered title of Cottonwood 2 Deluxe 2.0, and it is just loaded up with samples. There's a track that samples Funky Town, which actually goes pretty hard in my opinion. I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of like that one. There's one that samples Somebody That I Used to Know, which is just kind of mid. But It's Getting Hot is the least inventive use of a sample on this second deluxe. It's not like this is the worst song ever, but it's one of those ones where I can't really see a good reason to listen to NLE's version of the track over Nelly's original version. I mean, Hot in Here is already a rap song. It's not like it's being flipped into something new with NLE's take on it. To me, I might as well just listen to the OG. It sounds better in my opinion. I understand if people like this song, but man is it the definition of cheap nostalgia bait. I will give NLE this though, at the bare minimum, he at least looks like he's having a lot of fun with it in the music video.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Coi Lerais' whole thing at the moment is pretty much sampling classic tracks and then flipping them into TikTok songs. Sometimes it results in music that I like. I actually think Players is a pretty fun song and she makes it work. And then on the other end, you have tracks like My Body. The first time I heard this, I had to laugh out loud, bro. It's such a terrible flip of a classic song. It samples It's My Party by Leslie Gore, a song which went #1 on the Hot 100 in 1963, which you might also recognize from Drake interpolating it for like one line on the song Take Care. And Coi flips it into a song that has a fine message, but holy shit, does it sound really terrible. Coi's singing of the hook sounds closer to a parody of the original Leslie Gore track than something legit, and her more raspy rapping in the second verse combined with the obnoxiously bouncy instrumental is just so abrasive. The main thing that makes this song slightly catchy is its interpolation of a melody from an old song. Everything new that Coi adds here, along with the new production for this track, is just really bad.
Oh yeah, Nicki Minaj. A lot of people was complaining about that.
I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding. I can do all them little tricks.
Super Freaky Girl is a mess. It's the whole Anaconda formula done 10 times worse. This one samples Super Freak by Rick James, which was already sampled in You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer, but on this version of it, I guess we get a female perspective on that track. Super Freak becomes Super Freak E-Girl. It's not the worst idea for a flip ever, at least it makes sense in that way. It's just a shame that it feels like such an uninteresting track. Nicki has some energy in the second verse, but it doesn't really save the song from that really weak first verse and the terrible
from the wrestling
she
show
sounded dead inside when she did that F-R-E part of the song. Is hilarious. If you really focus on the way that she drags out the E sound, it sounds so bad. And the funny thing is, she already rapped over a beat that sampled Super Freak more creatively in 2007 with her track Dilly Dally. Super Freaky Girl just feels kind of pointless, especially when it's so comparable to Anaconda, which in my opinion did this whole thing a lot better.
Oh, who is this? I might heard it. Oh, okay.
colada for breakfast.
I remember being excited to see what Fivio would go on to do with his career after his standout feature on Off the Grid. This track made that excitement vanish. Just 1 year removed from that feature,
that's
and
not a
he
bad
was
song.
flowing terribly over a drill beat that sampled a popular 2010 electronic song.
Whenever I see her, she coming horny. Everybody know I'm in love with shorty. I ain't none of them niggas that
Not
come
bad,
on me.
me,
She was
but
with me back when I was
decent
young
on.
corny.
It's crazy because I completely forgot about Rocketeer until one of my subscribers recommended it to me for this video, and then when I listened to it again, it was just like that magical moment of hearing a nostalgic track that you forgot about. I instantly recognized it the second that I listened to it. Some nice nostalgia. When I heard what Fivio and Leroy did with it, I was fucking floored. This is terrible. Fivio's verse completely misses the mark with that awful flow that I mentioned, and the Kid Leroy gives it such a basic and forgettable hook. The sped up loop of Rocketeer that plays throughout the entire beat is so annoying too. Absolutely destroys the sample in the worst way.
Oh yeah, Jack Harlow.
And I can put you in.
Now, First Class is not the worst song on here, but
Well,
it
no.
still comes across as
why?
really uninspired and capitalizing off of nostalgia in a really lame way. I mean, one of the only good parts of this song is the Fergie sample because it reminds me of a better song. Also, I've said it before and I'll say it again, man had no clue what to do with the O-R-O-U-S part of the chorus. It really shows that he sampled this song just for the sake of a nostalgia pop and not really because he knew entirely what to do with it. When it comes to the verses, man, did they sound awkward. The way Jack lays down his flow
That's kind of harsh.
here sounds so stilted, and it's structured in a way that stops it from flowing together in a way that's particularly smooth. Particularly verse 2, I feel like the structure of that one just feels off.
Damn, I guess I am. You might be the man, well that's unless I am. Okay, I'll confess I am.
It's like he had
Oh,
the
shit.
idea of, I've got to sample Glamorous and do some wordplay with the chorus, it's gonna make a hit song, and then he rushed everything else just to get it out. Like, is it fitting that Jack Harlow would sample a Fergie song? Absolutely. I just think that the end result is super dull.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
I'm too sexy
Oh
for this
yeah.
world. Too sexy for your
I almost got.
Too sexy for this world.
I've always really disliked this song. I feel like if you're
Why?
gonna sample I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred, you've just gotta be goofy and silly and have some fun with it, but I feel like that's only really reflected in the music video for Way Too Sexy. The actual song itself is basically devoid of life and charm. Future's hook doesn't have any fun vocal inflections that make it sound like he actually wants to be doing this song. Drake sounds bored as hell on his verse, and Young Thug, unsurprisingly, has maybe the most life to his verse just because he's Young Thug, but it's really nothing special and he doesn't sound particularly energetic either. It's still pretty dead. Everyone sounds like they're taking themselves kinda seriously over a sample as ridiculous as I'm Too Sexy, especially Future and Drake. This song maybe could have been great if they really committed to the silliness of it, but to me that's just not how the track
I gotta
comes
hear the
across.
comments.
Give the beat for this one to Lil Yachty or something. I feel like
Oh,
he's maybe
he will-
goofy enough in his music.
Not gonna lie, I would like that. He would kill this. He would kill that joint. Anyway, I gotta listen to the. I gotta see the comments on these, man.
To really pull this one off.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash rules everything around me.
Okay.
This was my pick for the worst hit rap song of 2018. I couldn't let this video go by without mentioning it again. The Wu-Tang Clan is maybe my favorite hip-hop group of all time. Cream is an undeniably classic song, and it was sampled for an Iggy Azalea and Tyga track. A really bad one at that. To the credit of Iggy's Cream, a sentence I never thought I'd be saying in my life, the sample of Wu-Tang's Cream is pretty minimal, with just small vocal clips of Method Man's hook playing pretty infrequently throughout the song, but it's still such a pointless sample of an absolutely classic rap track for an absolutely horrendous one. I wasn't expecting or hoping for Tyga and Iggy to wax lyrical about the woes of capitalism.
Sorry,
on this
I'm
song.
laughing at the comments too. Who said, before I did not know the baby had a song sample with me. I did not need to know the baby had a song with me. I did not like the fact that I know. It is wow. This is literally how I found out about that baby song sample. I hadn't heard anyone talk about it. And me too right now. Like I said, I originally just want to listen to it as a reaction. But damn, man, Leslie Gore's song has been sampled to death. My God, there's at least like 4 instances that I know of. To me, sampling was never about picking something that people recognize. It's about taking its sound, flipping it, making something intentionally different and new. It's just the opposite, in my opinion. As all, it's true. It's true. I mean, everybody, I guess so. Anyway, let's go.
But sampling Wu-Tang's Cream for what is a basic strip club banger
Somebody said
is
sampling
wild.
game over. Oh, yup. Somebody said sampling game of the past 2 years has just been awful. I want to say that. Somebody just said. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. There.
And for our final one, we have a song that I think should have just been better. I think SZA has a great voice. I think Miz Jackson has one of the most iconic beats in hip-hop history. But when you combine those two elements, it just doesn't work for some reason. It's gotta be the DJ Khaled effect of taking artists that are usually great and somehow matching them up with a beat or just an overall song that somehow produces nothing but a mediocre result. It also doesn't help that this remade version of the Miz Jackson beat sounds pretty shitty compared to the original one. By trying to sound like it has more punch than the original instrumental with stuff like heavier drums and all that, it actually ends up having less.
My baby is drama, mama, don't like me. She doing things like having the boys come from her neighborhood to the studio trying to fight me.
Lovely at the top, private destination. Sipping on the rocks, only we with us.
I'm like looking at the comments about
The hook on this song really doesn't connect either. SZA's vocals are usually great, but she just doesn't do anything for me on this track at all. It really did not need this beat other than to score some quick nostalgia points, and because of that, it really stops everything from connecting in the way that it should. A great example of unnecessary nostalgia bait. So, to conclude this video, stop sampling songs as obvious nostalgia bait. And if you have to do the nostalgia bait thing, at least try and make a great song out of it. Hey, maybe that could be a future video where I cover good examples of nostalgia bait rap
Let me
songs,
see if we
because
do.
believe it or not, I do think that they exist.
see
But
if we
hey,
do.
that's gonna be
Yeah,
it
we
for
do.
the video today, so if you want to hear
No,
me
this
talk about
hasn't.
some more things that I think are bad, click here on screen to check
That's
out my
the last
video on the 10 most terrible Drake lyrics, and thank you for watching. Much love to my channel members
This
and
was a good video. I mean, he was a little harsh on the songs. I mean, some of the songs wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I mean, the only one I feel it was bad, and I love the girl too. That's Ilya Zayla. I guess I ain't never knew about this. I ain't glad I didn't. But other than that, the song wasn't as bad. I mean, the My Body one, I guess I ain't listened to it, so I don't know about it. The Freak Girl, I was, defending. I just being a Nicki fan, I was defending it. But the other ones wasn't as bad as he made it. But like I said, y'all know me. I am very lenient when it comes to music. So other than that, it's still a good video though. So if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment down below. I saw some of these comments was very interesting as well too. I want to say cheers for making the video. Currently working on that's something different. I'm surprised he didn't mention about B.I. got Timberland. Yeah, I see the BS. Another one. Or the Catch Me Outside. Yup. And should have talked about Tiger song. Sam the Ice Baby. He did. I think he did. Yeah. Somebody said the quarter race sauce like Megan Trainor to try to rap. Anyway, Ain't like I said, I'm straight lenient about it. Like, the only one that was like a little questionable was the cream and the my body wank. Well, lie. But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to your channel, and comment down below. Just let me know what you think as well too. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.